All right, what's up, y'all? YouTube, Facebook.
Shalom. Happy Sabbath.
Happy Shabbat. Um, what's up, y'all? It's been a long time. You want to say something, baby? You know it's been a long time for you.
It's been a long time for me. Did you want me to put that in?
If
Is
you
that why
want to
you
hear
wanted me?
yourself.
Oh, no, I don't need to hear myself. Shalom to all of the subscribers and those who frequently visit our YouTube channel. It's been a long time since I've been on here making a video. What was that, like October when we last went live? That Sabbath. But anyway, all praise to the Most High, Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. We grateful for another Sabbath. I'm off work this Sabbath, which is always a plus. And we just want to talk about what's going on. Everybody know what's going on in the world, and we just want to talk about what we personally been experiencing, what we personally been watching. A few scriptures, of course, and just to kick it with Israel.
Exactly, but we got a lot going on today. Uh, in the time that we in or whatnot, and to me, you know what I'm saying. If you got eyes to see and ears to hear or whatnot, this is lining up right along with the 400-year prophecy. You know what I'm saying? Um, if you got eyes to see and ears to hear or whatnot. But
And since we're on Facebook also, if you don't know what that means, basically the 400-year prophecy is something in the Bible that kind of lets us know where we are as far as black people regarding being enslaved, being brought over here to America, how long it would last, that sort of thing. That's the prophecy that he's referring to. After 400 years, our creator is going to start the judgment of the other nations, for example, white people who have enslaved us and done us wrong, etc. Just a crash course for those who don't know, because we are on Facebook also, so we can't just speak to our channel as in everybody who's awakened.
yeah, but I had to get a few things figured out on with these computers and also with the software that I'm wearing, that I'm using and whatnot. Excuse me. But you want to jump right into it?
Yep, let's jump right into it. But I do want to say this first, y'all. Y'all know we got a baby and she's around. So forgive us if y'all hear anything or if I have to excuse myself to go tend to my baby. But she tripping a little bit. Okay. What else did we want to say? We want to just dive right into current events, what's been going on.
Current events. We want to go into current events. Um, we want to go into prophecy and the plagues that we've been seeing and that we are seeing now. You know what I'm saying? That's making everything look, we can see things now. You know what I'm saying? More clearly.
And then after that, I wanted to talk about a few things that's going on in my world, personally, just from the standpoint of just trying to hold on to what I believe in, but, just surrounded by so many negative Nancy's and so many people who want to be in the driver's seat of my life, so to speak. But let's get into it. Coronavirus. Oh my. Ain't no toilet paper. I don't even know where to start, but I'm gonna tell y'all what happened. So, what day was that? Tuesday. No, it was Monday night. He was like, you need to go and get some emergency supplies. No, excuse me. Last week he told me to go get some emergency supplies, and I'm like, all right, but I was like busy, and I only got a little something. And we usually always keep an emergency bag, but over time, and ain't nothing really happened. Sometimes we use that stuff, and a lot of the stuff I went through it like a year ago. That stuff was stale, whatever. So I didn't really get what he told me to get last week. So Monday night we was about to go to bed. He like, tomorrow after you run your errands, you need to get these emergency supplies stuff getting real. So I'm like, all right, old guy, whatever. And so after I took our oldest son to school and I had a personal errand to run. And after that, I'm like, let me go ahead and go on to the store and get the stuff this man told me to get. It was 8:03. I go to the store and I guess I can be OCD at the store. I got like a certain way I go in and I circle around, whatever. But something said, don't do it that way. Go straight to the toilet paper, which is nothing I would normally do. I normally go in one way, go around, and go out. But I go straight to the toilet paper, and it was like two or three old ladies in there just deboing the toilet paper. And I'm like, dang, he was right. So I started grabbing packs and packs of toilet paper. And so after that, I'm like, maybe it is getting kind of crazy. So then I go to the bleach aisle. First of all, wasn't no bleach wipes, Clorox. You all already know, wasn't none of that. So this one old lady had the aisle on lock. I guess she thought, it was her aisle. So I'm waiting patiently in behind her. She a sister, so I ain't tripping. And then another older chick come back, hit me with the basket. I'm like, okay, it's time for me to be up out of here. These old ladies is tripping. It's 8 o'clock. Ain't nothing but me and the older people out shopping. Man, I go on and get the last little stuff I'm gonna get. I get in line. I'm looking at everybody's baskets. Everybody got the same thing: toilet paper, paper towel, soap, and people wanted bleach and Lysol and hand sanitizer. Wasn't none of that. Then they calling on the phone, calling they people. Well, I ain't got this, so make sure you get that. We ain't get this, so you make sure you pick this up. So I'm like, all right, I go put the stuff in the car and I forgot to get a box of diapers. I go back in, get some diapers. By the time I get back in line, it's like it's me in there and they down to the individual rolls of toilet paper. So by the time I bought my case of diapers and left, it was like 8:20. At 8:20, there was no more toilet paper. And this was Tuesday, right? I believe this was Tuesday. It was no more toilet paper. So I called my mama. I'm like, y'all good on toilet paper? Because this is kind of crazy because we live next door to each other. So I'm at the store around the corner from the house telling her. She like, yeah, I'm good. I got toilet paper. So I'm bringing the stuff up the stairs. He up. I ain't know if he was up, so I ain't bother him. I'm just bringing the water and stuff. And I'm like, it's pandemonium. It's crazy in the store. Wasn't no cases of bottled water. I had to just buy the big gallon ones, and I like didn't really think it was like that. So I'm like, well, I guess we might as well go on and get some stuff, even though we don't, entertain fear, like the masses do, and
Right.
that chaos and stuff. But if everybody buying up everything, we need to go and get a little something because we don't know when they gonna restock the shelves or whatnot. We don't know if they gonna quarantine or what. We don't know exactly what the man's plans are. But yeah, I went on ahead and stocked up. Then later that day, we went on to the grocery store. Same thing. No toilet paper in the grocery store. Now y'all know people don't really buy toilet paper from the grocery store, but the grocery stores didn't have no toilet paper, and you could tell that their supplies, their stock was low. They didn't have as much stuff, like the shelves wasn't stocked. We got everything that we wanted, but you could just tell that people are operating out of fear and
Hmm.
people are just buying up a bunch of stuff because I guess somebody said buy up a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, but as far as people being in fear, and then you got other people talking about how everybody's in fear and all that stuff. You know, I understand what you're saying, but you got to understand that these goddamn devils.
Oh, I'm sorry. Shout out your boy Benjamin Seven. He
Uh,
out
what's
here.
up, Dan? It's my guy.
My
What's up,
husband
man?
love you. You just don't know.
Hey, but as far as the people that's talking about how everybody fearing and all that stuff, if you fear it or not, these people gonna do what they gonna do anyway. You know what I'm saying? They locking stuff down. The NBA, the NHL, the schools. people not working or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? They doing this whether you scared or not.
Hmm.
You know, so a lot of people talking, y'all scared of this and all that. I don't understand where they coming from when they doing all that stuff. Because these people gonna do what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? They passed their goal now. They don't care if we see and we know what they doing and stuff. They don't care now. They're at that point right now. You know what I'm saying? But Israel, the Most High said, "Fear not."
That's
You know what
right.
I'm saying? He said, "Fear not." And the scripture I'm gonna go to is Isaiah 44, start at 1, and it reads, "Yet now hear, O Jacob, my servant." We know who he talking about. He talking about Israel. It says, "And Israel, whom I have chosen." Right? If you go to Deuteronomy 7:6, you'll read about how he chose the children of Israel. You know, upon everybody on the first face on the earth or whatnot. But verse 2, thus saith the Most High, that made thee and formed thee from the womb, which will help thee. Fear not, O Jacob, my servant, and thou, Jerusalem, whom I have chosen. Okay? He telling us to fear not. You know what I'm saying? Not Jacob. That's for the other nations and whatnot, who he got this judgment for. But anything you guys want to innovate on? Because I do want to run some videos.
Oh,
You know what
do
I'm
I can
saying?
wait.
But okay, I want to run this video of a plague. You know that was the Most High put on the Egyptians back in the day, as far as the water turning red or whatnot. I'm gonna let the video speak for itself. But here y'all go right now.
But you say that get brighter and brighter, my friend. That get brighter, though. People say water change and turn red blood in a Port Maria town. Yeah. Look how it turn red blood. And everybody come and test the water and then can't find a way to do it. Watch it. A sign a show, you know. Scientists come test the water and you know what make it so red. And then say it get redder. You see it? You see it, people? And then say this see you don't want it. You see a box it out. You see? Look over yourself. Sure, no cross the road. And on a joke thing, God, you think God is easy? See there? See there? You see the whole of the water turn red, the river water it turn red at Jamaica, yeah. So Port Maria, Jamaica, right on the bridge in the town.
You so silly.
My man said it turned red up Jamaica head.
He love them Jamaican accents. Hey, KP, long time. What's up?
But I mean, y'all see the gist of this though. You know what I'm saying? You know, where do you see water turning red? You know what I'm saying? Again, all this lining up with the 400-year prophecy. Let's get that right quick. Let's get
While
that.
he getting it, I just want to say, as far as prophecy and everything, I had someone tell me basically this ain't nothing. This is gonna blow over. But I'm like, you have things happening in the world that we ain't never seen before. And I know I'm not that old, but I asked some old. Well, I'm gonna get into that later. But yeah, people act like this something normal that happen all the time.
Right.
Go ahead,
You
read
know.
your scripture.
Okay. We're going to Genesis 15 and 13. And it reads, "And he said unto Abram, Know of a surety that thy seed shall be a stranger in a land that is not theirs, and shall serve them, and they shall afflict them 400 years." He didn't say 430, he said 400 years. Okay? Verse 14. "And also that nation whom they shall serve, will I judge." So that's what's coming next. After the 400 years, judgment. You know what I'm saying? Not
Praises.
being delivered, Not the curses coming off of us,
Not the Exodus.
not the Exodus, but judgment to the other nations. You know what I'm saying? A lot of Hebrews like to, put that on us. Anybody who believe in the 400 year prophecy or whatnot, they put that on you that you saying that Yahweh shot coming, or we finna exodus out of here, or the curses didn't came out. But no, judgment.
To mock. Basically, they
Exactly,
do
to
it to
mock.
mock and
Right,
scorn.
exactly.
To be like, well,
Right,
it's 400 years while we still here, while we ain't left yet.
right.
And that's not what we've said. And
Never.
we can't speak for other people because regardless, everybody's going to interpret things differently and have a different understanding of the scriptures and the prophecies. But we've stated 400 years, and then we'll see the fall of the Babylonian system.
Right. Go back and watch my 400-year video that I made about a year ago or two. It was either a year ago. Either one. I'm not for sure. But go back and watch that video. Go back and watch any of my videos, and you will see that we said judgment is coming. That's the next thing that's coming. And it says, whom they shall serve will I judge. And afterward shall they come out with great substance. So, you know what I'm saying?
I'm enjoying it. I know people may not like my perspective or my, pleasure in all this, but when I ride past the Chinese restaurants and I saw, okay, so what day was that? Wednesday, I went to CVS. It was a Plaza Chinese joint next door. I saw one person in it. Then last night, I was coming home from work. So we talking 7:30 Friday night. The Chinese joint that's around the corner from my job, there was no one. It was closed. They weren't open at all. So I enjoyed that because when I see black businesses open and then close abruptly, that saddens me. So the flip side, I'm happy to see them close and losing money because they feeding our people abomination anyway. Do the Asian man care about a black business? No. So why would I care about an Asian business?
Exactly.
I don't care nothing about it. And let me say this. Though we stopped eating Chinese food years ago, every now and then I would still go in there and get some stir fried veggies because I really, really like stir fry. But I started to make it myself because my spirit said you can't trust these people. These people on the nasty side. But every blue moon, I would. I would go in there. So,
Ecclesiastes 12 and 10 tell us to never trust thy enemy.
amen.
So,
But I'm just keeping it real. Like I'm not, saying that I haven't patronized a Chinese restaurant in years. I probably went a month or so ago after work, tired, and picked up some veggies. But we was like, we even about to cut back on the veggies, getting stir fried veggies from them. But I was so happy when I rode past and seen that they was
I'm
closed.
just laughing at my boy Ben.
Oh, I was so happy to see that the Chinese restaurants was not open and making money. Yes, all praises. That's God. People wisening up finally and
Yeah,
stop patronizing their businesses. They not gonna patronize no black business. If you got a small business, have Chinese people ever patronized your business? I'll wait. No, because I work with people from the Asian community, not Chinese, but Asian. Asian people ain't patronizing nobody. They keep all their money in house. All of them bring their food to work and they eat together. They ain't buying nothing from nobody. You got something or
oh yeah, I want to read this scripture right here. This is talking about America, who the Bible describes as the virgin of
the whore?
yeah, virgin daughter of Babylon or whatnot. But this is Isaiah 47, starting at 1, and it reads, "Come down." Matter of fact, you want to read this for me?
Okay. Isaiah 47:1. The title is Judgment Against Babylon. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans. For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate.
Huh?
Keep going.
Yeah, hold on, but let me iterate on that though. It said they ain't gonna be called them. They ain't gonna be called what?
Tender and delicate.
Tender and delicate.
No more.
Right. Meaning ain't nobody. America ain't never been touched. You know what I'm saying? If somebody touched America, it was America touching itself. You know what I'm saying? But ain't nobody.
Pearl Harbor.
Yeah, Pearl Harbor, 911.
Oh yeah.
All that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing new under the sun. But go ahead.
Isaiah 47:2. Take the millstones and grind meal.
Mm-hmm.
Uncover thy locks. Make bare the leg.
Go ahead.
Uncover the thigh.
Mm-hmm.
Pass over the rivers. 3. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered.
Right there. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Huh?
America gonna be exposed.
Yeah, exposing, and he's exposing them right now as we speak. All praise to the Most High Yahweh. You know what I'm saying? We need to give him a round of applause, man, forever. But go ahead.
Yea, thy shame shall be seen.
Now the shame gonna be seen now. Most High exposing America and the whole world that didn't work with America or whatnot and then drunk that cup. Let's go. Keep going.
I will take vengeance.
He said he gonna take vengeance, huh? What the Most High say? Vengeance is his, huh? Let's go.
And I will not meet thee as a man.
Ooh. He said he not coming as a man. He not. Go ahead, baby.
As for our Redeemer, the Lord of hosts is his name.
Lord of hosts, Yahweh.
The Holy One of Israel. Sit thou silent and get thee into darkness.
Get thee into darkness, O daughter of Babylon.
O daughter of the Chaldeans. For thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms.
Nope. Go ahead.
6. I was wroth with my people.
He was mad. He was mad at his people. He was mad at us. Huh?
I have polluted mine inheritance and given them into thine hand. Thou didst show them no mercy.
And show us no mercy.
Upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke.
Upon the ancient. Talking about our ancestors.
Our elders, yeah.
Yeah. What verse you on?
That was the end of 6.
Okay, go ahead. Keep going.
7. And thou saidst, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart. Didn't pay attention. Right. Neither didst remember the latter end of it. Therefore, hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly, that sayest in thy heart, I am, and none else beside me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. But these 2 things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day.
One day.
The loss of children.
The loss of children.
And widowhood.
And yeah, y'all finna lose some people.
They shall come upon thee in their perfection for the multitude of thy sorceries.
Yep, all the sorceries, all the lies, the TVs, all everything.
And for the great abundance of thine enchantments. 10. For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness.
Y'all trusting y'all wickedness.
Thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it hath perverted thee. And thou hast said in thy heart, I am, and none else beside me.
Right. Who these other nations, they think they God. Especially the pink booty.
Therefore shall evil come upon thee.
Evil about to come up on y'all.
Thou shalt not know from whence it riseth.
Y'all don't know when it's coming, where it's coming from, or nothing.
And mischief shall fall upon thee.
Yes.
Thou shalt not be able to put it off. And desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know.
That's the last one, right? Okay, that's it right there. 11. Now I wanted to elaborate on some of that though, because you got people out here that's saying, "Oh, this is gonna blow over. Everything's gonna be all right and all that stuff." But that ain't what the scripture just said. Scripture ain't say that. Scripture said y'all ain't because ain't nobody know this coronavirus gonna mess with this economy like that or shut stuff down like they shutting it down and whatnot. Ain't nobody know that. Y'all didn't know this was coming. People saying that this happened before. When? When have you seen the NBA shut down because of a virus? When have you seen the hockey league shut down because of a virus? Baseball league, huh? Schools. Some people work or whatnot. When have you seen this? You haven't. You haven't. And if you have, you know what I'm saying? Put a comment on the board or something. But it haven't happened. It haven't. And what the Most High say what's gonna happen versus what man say gonna happen is something totally different. You know what I'm saying? The Most High words is in His book and is in the Bible or whatnot. I know. It's a lot of people that don't believe in the Bible, but you're gonna soon find out that it's real though. And we living in them days right now. I see this guy funny. People should have taken a look at the passage of the oil lamps. Yeah, not everybody though. Not all people. Most High, he prejudiced. You know what I'm saying? He a prejudiced God. He only care about one people, his people. That's it. But I got another video though. I got another video. And let's go with this one right here. This is about the stock market.
In 3-4 months from now.
It seems like a lot of this hinges on uncertainty. Markets hate uncertainty. We all know that. So is there a light at the end of the tunnel in that we don't? That's the closing bell on Wall Street as we are watching the end of trading today. Right now, the Dow is settling down somewhere in the down 2,300 range, ending a grim day on Wall Street today. At one point, trading was even halted because of such a quick drop. We're going to go over to Chief Business Correspondent Rebecca Jarvis, who's here with me right now to try to make sense of this all. Rebecca, we saw this circuit breaker kick in this morning. Trading resumed. It doesn't seem to have helped a whole lot. And then we got a move by the Fed as well. I know there's a lot to unpack there, but let's just start by what you make of this closing.
Well, this is a historic closing, down 10%. We have not seen that for a very long time in the markets. It will be the worst day this year, but the worst day for many years for stocks. And what Wall Street is contending with right now is the reality that is unfolding before all of America. And that is the stark choices that are being made in communities across the country between public health and the economy. And public health has to win. And in these choices, time and time again, there is that blow, the economic blow of shutting down the NBA and games for the foreseeable future, the economic blow to cruise lines that are saying we will no longer take passengers, the economic blow of people canceling travel, of airlines saying that they're seeing business down dramatically. And while there are things that the government has announced that it can do in the near term to help cushion that blow, which, by the way, have yet to be passed, while there are various things that can be done in the near term, the bigger question, and this is what you're seeing reflected on Wall Street, is the longer term question of the industries and the businesses that have a lot of debt right now, and there are record amounts of corporate debt right now. Those industries, as they weather through this, and by the way, every economist believes that America will eventually weather through this. The big question is, what will the casualties business-wise look like? And there is a feeling that there will be job losses and there will be business casualties before things get back to where they.
You see these people's going off of feelings and emotions right now. You heard what she said. She said, I feel. You know what I'm saying? That's what a whole lot of people saying is, I feel this is what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Going off of feelings and emotions or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? And they ain't going off, thus saith the Most High. You know? But we got some more we're going to read. We're reading from 2nd Esdras 15, verse 3. Now, the book of Esdras is one of the books that they took out the Bible, which you will find in the Apocrypha. But go ahead.
2nd Esdras chapter 15, verse 3. Fear not the imaginations against thee.
So he telling his people Israel to fear not the imaginations that they got against us. Go ahead.
Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee.
Okay, I got to look up that word.
That speak against thee.
I got to look up that word.
I probably ain't say it right. INC.
INC.
REDULITY. I think that's it. Okay. A non-believer?
The state of being unwilling or unable to believe something. Okay.
Okay. So let not the non-believer of them trouble thee.
Right, exactly.
All right, verse 4. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
All the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. All the unbelievers who don't believe. You know what I'm saying? And I know we probably got one that's on here on this channel that's watching right now who's not a believer. You being marked. Well, you already been marked. But go ahead.
Verse 5. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world.
What'd he say? He said he gonna be plagues. He gonna bring plagues. What?
Upon the world.
Upon the world.
The sword.
The sword.
Famine.
Famine.
Death.
Death.
And destruction.
And destruction. All coming.
For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth.
Do you hear that? Do you hear that? This is why this happening. This is why all this stuff happened. Go ahead.
And their hurtful works are fulfilled.
They hurtful works were fulfilled. They plan going go on whatever we do. It don't make no difference what we do. They still gonna have their plan or whatnot. But what verse you at?
That was the end of 6. I think you want 8.
Oh yeah, you gotta keep going. We were going all the way to 19.
Okay. 2nd Esdras 15:7. Therefore says the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more.
Most High, he ain't gonna hold his tongue no more.
As touching their wickedness.
He ain't gonna hold his tongue no more as far as for them being wicked and doing this wicked stuff to his people. Go ahead.
Which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth.
The innocent and righteous blood crieth. Our people.
Unto me.
Hold on. What? No. I got the reiterate on that. The righteous. What did you say about that? The righteous. The innocent blood.
The innocent and righteous blood crieth.
The innocent and righteous blood crieth to the Most High. You know, the lynchings, the slavery, the alligator babies, alligator bait. I mean, all the atrocities and whatnot that happened to our people.
That we are not going to forget. Just because somebody say we should forget.
Right.
The Bible tells us to consider the days of old. Ain't nobody else got to forget their history but us. Right. The little bit we do have, we need to forget about it.
Right. Okay.
Anyway. And the souls of the just complain continually.
Continuously.
And therefore, saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them.
He gonna avenge us.
And receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter.
His people is led as a flock to the slaughter.
I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt.
He like, okay, look, this is enough. No more. Go ahead.
But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof.
How he gonna get us?
With a mighty hand and a stretched out arm.
That's how he gonna deliver his people. With a mighty hand and a stretched out arm.
Not a passport.
Not a passport. Nope.
Even though we have ours, we don't have our faith in the passport.
No. Go ahead.
Egypt shall mourn.
America gonna mourn.
And the foundation of it shall be smitten with a plague and punishment that God shall bring upon it.
What are we seeing today?
Plague and punishment.
Plagues and punishment.
All praises.
All praises.
Where we at? 13. They that till the ground shall mourn, for their seeds shall fail. Through the blasting and hail, and with a fearful constellation. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein.
A fearful constellation. That means all kind of stuff gonna be going on in the constellations and whatnot. Go ahead.
You want 15?
Yeah.
For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh.
So the sword and their destruction draw near. It's close.
And one people shall stand up to fight against another.
Here go your race wars.
And swords in their hands.
Here go your race wars. Here go your race wars. Go ahead.
That was 15.
No, 19. You gotta go 19.
Sorry. 16. For there shall be sedition among men.
There's gonna be sedition among men, meaning an uprising among men and whatnot. We've seen uprisings in France or whatnot.
Hong Kong.
Where was China. It was in China.
Where they was tearing down that embassy, the American. Where was that at? Was that Iraq?
That might have been Iraq. It might have been Iraq. But on Iraq, Brazil. I mean, it's a lot of places where they was rising up against their government or whatnot. That's
Lebanon. My coworker is Lebanese, and I was asking him what was going on yesterday, and he was telling me they having like a lot of civil war, a lot of them Houthis. He was talking about the war, like how they going through killing towns, women, children, everything. Oh, and there's no black people, so this is Lebanese versus Lebanese.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying. You got a lot of uprising and whatnot. That's what you go into that word sedition. Go ahead.
Yeah, I lost the spot. Where was I? 16. Okay. Invading one another, they shall not regard their kings.
No, you got to go up some more.
For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another.
And invading one another, yep. They're going to be going up in each other's houses and taking stuff.
They shall not regard their kings nor princes.
They're not going to regard the presidents, the governors, and you know what I'm saying, the people up there.
That's what my coworker said. He said that the people in Lebanon, the government is like non-existent. The people running stuff, and they just terrorizing towns, depending on what your if you were Sunni or Shia. He was getting into the different kind of Muslim and belief systems they have.
Hey, being said, I think, I believe, my dog.
Them words ain't allowed to use in this house.
No, you can't use the words in this house. But go ahead.
Okay. And the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able.
A man shall desire to go in the city and shall not be able. What that sound like? Huh?
Martial law.
Martial law, and they locking everything down and stuff.
Sound like what's happening right now.
Sound like what's happening now, huh?
Because if you in Europe, minus the UK, you can't come to America. I think it's 26 countries. But I was just reading something and it said that if you're in Europe, minus the United Kingdom, you cannot come to America right now. So maybe you a citizen and you went to go visit. Like I used to work with a guy who was from Europe, but he was living here in America. So let's just say he decided to go home for a trip and all this broke out. Now he's stuck and can't come back over here to make his money.
Yeah, so. Yeah.
But screw him. He was a pink booty anyway. All right.
Yeah, but transportation, as far as flying in the airplanes and all that stuff, they it's messed up. It's messed up around here. I mean, I'm lost for words right now as far as what's going on right now.
And people talking about this has happened before. Again, we ain't all that old, but I ain't never seen it. And I was asking people at work, which I'm getting to that. I was asking like some older people I work with, like in their 50s or whatever, and they was even saying they ain't never seen nothing like this before. So I don't know how people are so confident that the world gonna go back to the way it was before. When has the NBA ever closed? When has your kids' schools ever shut down damn near indefinitely?
Thanks, KP.
What he say?
He said he enjoyed the videos.
Oh, okay.
Always good energy.
No
Good looking
flyless
out, bro.
countries. Yeah.
But
Okay, where we at?
19, right?
18.
18.
For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled.
Because of their pride.
America is prideful.
Prideful as hell. They prideful as hell.
Where's your patriotism for
Right.
your country? Don't ask what your
Right.
country can do for you. What can you do for your country?
Oh, you ain't standing up for the pledge or whatever that crap is. We about to lynch you.
Where we at?
19.
18. Because of pride, the city shall be troubled. The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation.
Wow, you know what? As far as going to that word neighbor, what do you think when it says neighbor in it? What do you think it's talking about? Or who's referred to as the neighbor?
Our people?
But we're talking about we talking about the other nations right here.
I don't know. You told me our neighbors was like love your neighbor as yourself is.
It's all in the same thing though. That's the same thing as far as you got you got the lions. Their neighbor would be other lions. Okay? So you got the European. The European neighbor will be another European. Just the same as so he gonna be having going and robbing each other and all that. You know what I'm saying?
All
So neighbor against neighbor or whatnot. So that's what that means. But you want to speak on whatever you need to speak on?
I wanted to speak on what everybody know about the Chinese people, the Asian community, what's going on with them. But I wanted to specifically talk about. I forgot to ask you to pull the videos, but
What video?
the bat soup. I'm sure a lot of y'all seen the bat soup and the man raping the chicken. That older Chinese man having sex with the chicken.
Well, I don't want to show that on no.
If you haven't seen it, I know for a fact the one with the man having sex with the chicken is still out there because I had to show some of my coworkers to prove to them I don't just sit around hating other nations because I ain't got nothing else better to do. The Bible tells us what these people are about. And here's an example of someone, who have sex with a chicken, and this is an older Asian man. So that just, in itself speaks volumes of these people. So no, I don't care that the Chinese man business is going down. I don't patronize them as far as beauty products, no way. And like I said, I would get some veggies here and there, but that's about it. So, I want to talk about work. Now, some of you may or may not know, but I'm in healthcare. So I've been off for a few days, and yesterday was my first day back to work in the midst of all the pandemania. And I was talking to my coworkers, managers, director of nursing. I put it out there. Like, if this continues, y'all can expect this one here not to be coming up in here because I'm not about to play these games with this. Not that I'm fearing no coronavirus, but if this is the end, I ain't about to be sitting up at work trying to earn money that's going to be useless. I just don't see the point. I've been working for a long time and I'm counting down the clock till I ain't got to work no more. So Let me tell y'all what they telling us. Okay, first of all, like I said, I'm a healthcare worker, and if you are too, you know if you've been checking your emails, the Department of Licensing been sending emails periodically with different updates of what's going on. And in Michigan, ain't nothing going on. They ain't got nothing. It ain't no coronavirus PPE, personal protection equipment. There's no protocol. When I mean no protocol, nothing. When I went to work, this is the protocol. Scan your forehead to check your temp. Long as your temp is not 99, then you good. Same thing with the patients. Every patient temp got to be below 99, and no outside visitors. That's it. That's the protocol for staff, and then for patients, they temperature. That's it. There's no protocol in place as far as if one of the patients contract the virus, what they gonna do. There's no protocol in place to protect staff, and there is no early distribution of PPE. Now, I talked to the stock person myself, and he did inform me that they do have the N95 masks on deck, but they got them under lock and key because they worry about people stealing them. So when I went to work yesterday, I had on nothing but my scrubs and, the usual, the gloves or whatever. There is no protocol in place. So I was asking management because I want to know what y'all gonna do. They don't know, but they couldn't say that. So I was told that our administrator is going to meetings, meeting with this person, meeting with that person to discuss, but there is no protocol implemented right now. So I politely let them know I'm gonna be off work for a few days because that's just my schedule. But I was like, if it gets worse, or if at any point I feel uncomfortable, I ain't coming up in here. Now, granted, I don't have the same mentality most of my coworkers do because they all like, you signed up for this when you came into healthcare. Nigga, no, I didn't. I ain't signed up to go down with the ship. All I could think about was that scene from Friday. Like, nigga, I'm not gonna die for this. There's no way. I'm gonna stay at home with my kids. I'm not about to be coming to work because my mentality is deeper than the coronavirus. They all like, oh, this gonna pass. I'm like, it's gonna pass. So when have you ever seen the NBA shut down? You've been a nurse 30 years and you ain't never seen nothing like this, but you want to reassure me it's gonna pass. You can't reassure me of nothing because you ain't nothing but a man just like me.
That's that pride too.
So I'm talking to Filipino nurses and a white nurse. They telling me that the incubation period is 5 days. So I went to work Friday. My temp scanned fine, and I was able to work. Oh, and if your temp too high, you can't go to work. You got to immediately get walked out the building. But I could have something, most high forbid, and in 5 days it'll show up. So everybody I worked with yesterday was hit. It just wasn't shown yet. So I'm just saying all this to say I'm so sick and tired of people trying to tell you, oh, it's gonna be all right. You don't know nothing. You have no idea what's gonna happen. So don't try to reassure me of what's gonna happen. And furthermore, if this is the beginning of the end of civilization as we know it, I'm not about to be at work working for the dollar. And I'm not saying it's that far. I'm just so anxious to not have to work no more.
Okay, but let me correct some. It's not going to be the end of civilization.
The beginning of the end. You said this is the beginning of the end.
Of the end of day reign.
Okay, well, let me say it like this. Exactly. If this is the beginning of the end of their reign, right, and their money ain't finna be on top, what I'm trying to get up and go to work for to make it?
We next. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be our kingdom. Mm-hmm. That kingdom got to come down though.
I'm ready. Because I'm tired of working for the man. I thank the Most High for a job to provide, but at the end of the day, this ain't my source because when I was living in Africa, I ain't had no job and my kids ate every day. And this is another thing, I guess I'm feeling that like it's time for me to leave again. Like, I can only take so much of America till I be like, come on, let me go back. Let me go back. No, I'm ready to get on the plane.
No, we gotta wait on the Most High. We gotta wait on the Most High.
I'm ready to go back to Ghana because living over here, sometimes you get tired of this stuff where you know it's a whole nother way of living that's a lot less sinful and more peaceful. Yeah, you ain't got as much stuff and you gonna be a lot more uncomfortable. Ain't no king size bed and all this for us when we was over there. All of this didn't exist. But it's time for me to have a break from Babylon. You know what I'm saying? Like, that year we was gone, we coming up on 3 years being back here. And every now and then I get antsy and I be like, look, I need a ticket. I got to go get up out of here. I just get tired of it. And then my field too. The people I work with, they just so patriotic. They just so zombie. Just we got to take care of people signing up for doubles and extra shifts. I said, man, I ain't signing up for nothing. I was supposed to work Thursday, didn't go, called off. I'm not trying to be up in here. It's time. I was telling people at work, don't y'all think we live in the last days? Some of them looked crazy, and then other ones like, yeah. And I'm like, don't y'all think we need to be on our knees praying and repenting, not sitting up in no job? Y'all don't feel crazy sitting up. Doors locked. Can't nobody come in. Anybody that go out, you got to get your temperature scanned before you can come back in. They chaining hand sanitizer to the walls. It's crazy. Anyway, that's the gist of what I wanted to say about what's going on. I was saddened to see that story about the young girl in New York who got jumped by the pack of niggas. That really disturbed my spirit seeing that video. And usually I don't really watch a whole lot of social media stuff, but somebody at work showed me that and it really broke my heart. But I watched Redirecting Sister Deborah channel, and she did an update saying that a lot of the parents had turned in their own kids for seeing that. But we got a 15-year-old. So seeing stuff like that, it really hits home. That really bothered me amongst all the other chaos and stuff that's going on. I'm really trying to stay focused and not get distracted by the world, temptation, different things that's going on. But it do be a little difficult sometimes. I ain't gonna lie. Everybody got some kind of lust that they tempted with. If not, the scripture wouldn't say it. And I'm just personally trying to fight the old man and keep moving forward. In a nutshell, that's pretty much all I had to say. He responded to Benjamin, but that's pretty much about it outside of everybody trying to tell me what to do with my life.
Yeah, I mean,
Everybody. The number one thing I need to do with my life is stop submitting to him. That's the number one thing I need to do.
Yep. A lot of people want her to stop submitting to me or whatnot, but y'all got to know the goings of man is of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? He controlling everything. You know. So my rib, she gonna be by my side. She ain't listening to nobody else but me. You know what I'm saying? She keeping that commandment, that first commandment that was given to the woman and whatnot. That we read in Genesis. That what is it? That your desire was gonna be to your husband, and that he was gonna rule over you. You know what I'm saying? I didn't say it. The Bible did. What it got in the New Testament and whatnot? The woman was made for the man, and the man not for the woman. I mean, just plain and simple stuff. You know what I'm saying? You got in the Bible and whatnot. But a lot of women, y'all don't want to hear it. But we finna be in a time where you gonna wish you had a man. You gonna wish you had a man. All that pride gonna go out the door. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, ain't gonna be no more independent women?
No, you already know it. You
INDEP.
I hate that crap. But it's getting a little hectic around here. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, I guess the people want me to not be as submissive to him, and I don't know, demand more from him. I don't know. I'm just tired of people want to be in the driver's seat of my life. I'm like, I ain't got no complaints, but different people, which I got to keep it vague.
Yeah,
But
order. You right, order. You right, KP. It's order. Right, and appreciate that too, man.
yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's like people look at you like you crazy if you we had a little situation where I stayed at work late and I have issues getting a signal with my phone, and he was calling the job trying to figure out, more so concerned, and a few of my coworkers got to speak to him, and let's just say that after that we both got a reputation, and so a lot of people kind of
Oh man.
know what type of husband I have, and they kind of like talking crap about me. Co-workers and family about how we run our ship. Again, I'm not complaining, but a lot of people have had a lot to say lately about different things. I guess that we should be doing differently, which started with me not being so submissive and just a lot of comments on our personal business that they don't really know of. But
This is
what?
this being wife right here.
This
Solid
his
seven.
wife?
Yeah, solid 7-7. Yeah. I'm
Oh,
subscribed.
wow.
Yeah, I'm subscribed to them too.
So it ain't just me. All right, I'm
No.
glad you said that, Mrs. Ben. I'm glad you said that, girl, because everybody all in my mix. I'm like, I'm not tripping. I've been married to this man 16 years. I know how he is. When he gets to talking his submit stuff, I just let him have it and get my little chuckle out of it and keep it moving. But my coworkers, I guess they was passing the phone. I don't know exactly what happened because I was isolated in the building to myself, so I didn't hear what was going on. But I guess that black man baritone scared some of the white folks that answered the phone, and ever since then, I started coming to work. They know his name now, and they be like so like we get off at 7:30, but like 7:40, if I ain't gone, they be like you better go for old guy gonna be calling up here. You better go and get up out of here. Your husband don't play, and I'm like, what's the problem, but everybody got something to say from a financial standpoint. People like to make comments about that, feeling like I guess if you a woman and you have a decent career, that you should dog your man. That's the gist of what people say.
They say she in the car.
One of my coworkers, who knows the truth. Now she know the truth. She she tells me your cult. Like, let's say, I don't know, they about to get something to eat, and let's say it's the Sabbath, because I have to work every other Sabbath, and I might be like, they be like, what you want? I'm like, oh, I'm good, and she'll be like, oh yeah, your cult don't let you do this, your cult don't let you do that, and I be
You
like,
right, Ben. No, I'm just reading what he said.
they ain't got a concern, man. So I'm like, I always say we not a cult. He feel like we are a cult. I don't know. But I just feel like, you know, I'm not complaining. It's not like I go to work and secretly confide in someone like I'm miserable at home. He beating me upside my head. Even though one of my coworkers told me the rumor would be that I'm getting beat because of how, I mean, I don't know what he said. I don't know what he said. All I know is my coworkers was afraid. They were so afraid the next day, like, oh my God, he was calling up here. Where did you go after work? What was you doing? I'm like, I was here. I was just on a different unit, and I was enclosed by myself because we had some stuff jump off.
Hey, hold on. Yeah, you're right, KP. That's my job to protect my jewels. You're right. This is my jewel right here, exactly, and my babies. You're right. But go ahead. My bad.
So that's the gist of it, and it's not just coworkers; it's family members too. And I guess there was a point in time where I kind of had a big head, but the Most High have a way of letting you get a lot and losing a lot. And so after I've lost things, I've learned that it don't matter my status, what initials are behind my name, how much money that I may make on a job. First of all, he got his own business, so at the end of the day, I feel like he's better than me because he got his own business. But sometimes people like get the big head and get puffed up, and because I guess I act the opposite, people are, it's strange to them. They don't understand how I don't demean my husband. I don't enjoy demean or anybody being demeaned, let alone my husband. So I'm not gonna act any different depending on what's in my wallet or what's not, or what's in his. But we have some family members and some, of my coworkers who feel like I should act a certain way, the way they say, like they life running perfect or smooth. Like, who is you
Right.
to tell me how I should be towards him? I've been working here for 1 year. I've been married to him for 16 years. I'm not about to listen to you, fool.
Yeah, we got people trying to come in and try to counsel our marriage or whatnot.
But
You know
it's
what I'm saying?
always what I need to do to him. Like, I need to be nastier to him. I need to nag him. I need to not do as much. Like, I have people speak on the fact that, I mean, they be all in my conversations. So again, my cell phone don't really work for some reason at the job. So I have to call him from the job phone. And that makes more people be in our conversation because it's too cold to stand outside and talk on the phone. So I told him one day, make some rice. I'm gonna go to the vegetable market next door to the job, get some veggies, and I'm gonna make some stir fry. Soon as I hung up with him, one of my coworkers, you good? Ain't nowhere in the world I be getting off work cooking. Well, he should be doing the cooking. You at work? I'm like, but I want stir fry, and he don't know how to make it right now. So, am I tripping?
You're right, KP. I agree with you on that, bro.
I just don't understand why you got in my business because I'm on the phone with my husband. We talking about dinner plans, which everybody at work does, and I'm just like, I'll just whip up some stir fry when I get home. You just make the rice. And my coworker, she lost her mind. Mind you, ain't married, got multiple children by multiple people, and I'm not trying to like judge her for that, but I'm just like, should I be listening to you? You a baby mama, like girl, bye, mind your business. But you talking stuff about me getting off work cooking. I wanted to eat some stir fry.
He said, get a couple of Hey, but hold on. Hey,
You
KP.
right, Kevin.
Hey, KP, though. I ain't even had no problem with you. It was that pink booty that I was on, that we was on the chat with or whatnot. Talking about some what he was going, talking about some what he was going to do to me. Yeah, right.
But anyway, so I just wanted to say that, like, that's kind of what's been going on with me, like in my personal life. So many people want to tell me how I should be towards him, and it ain't nothing good. Ain't none of them telling me nothing good to be towards him. I mean, even if I make him something to eat before he go to work, it's something about that. So, I'm blocking it out, but it gets on my last nerves. I'm so tired of hearing about how I need to do him, or treat him in a negative way that's against the Bible just because society feel like, oh, you got a job, then you an independent woman, you ain't got to listen to him.
And the thing about it too, though, is that she come home and she tell me everything that these people say. You know what I'm saying? Like, she ain't gonna come home and tell me this stuff. You know? Go ahead, I just want to.
No, that's basically about it. I ain't gonna drag on with it. It's just so many women in healthcare, and some of them so miserable. And when they see different situations like ours, it's almost like they love it, but yet they hate it. Like, you think I'm gonna go home and be nasty to my husband because you said so? You think I'm not gonna make him something to eat just because I got a job? Because I got a job, I ain't gonna make him something to eat. He'll work all day without eating. That's why I make him breakfast and stuff before he leaves. Because he'll just work. And I don't want him shriveling up. So if I make him something to eat before he go to work on my off day, I'm retarded. How long y'all been married, Benjamin?
You got to go to the videos, man. You got to go to the videos.
Oh, you already know.
Come on, I watched them, but I don't know. No, I don't.
Well, I'm glad you said that because this been bothering me like family, but now it's coworkers. They always up in my conversation with him. Let me tell y'all, I took my computer to work last weekend because I had some a paper I needed to type. I'm waiting on my computer to come on. My coworker see the screensaver. I'm talking to her over here, the computer over here.
10 years.
Oh, y'all been married 10 years?
Wow.
All praises.
All praises.
Y'all must have got married young like we did because y'all seem like y'all younger. I know your wife a little younger.
But they got 2 boys and a girl, just like that. It's a trip though, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's what's up.
But yeah, so my coworker, I'm talking to her. As soon as my computer pop on, she go like this. Oh, that's your husband right there. I'm like, yeah, that's him, me, my daddy, my boys. She ain't care about nobody else's picture. She's like, oh, that's your husband right there. I'm like, yeah, so what? If you wanted to see him, you could have asked me. I'd have just showed you a picture. Okay, when we got married, I was 19 and you was 29 or you was 30 already. I don't know.
29.
But yeah, okay. I figured y'all had to. But yeah, so that's just about it. Just the craziness with everything going on in the world, and then our little personal stuff. Our daughter just turned 1. Seemed like somebody pay her to cry because all she do is cry.
I ain't never seen her.
We ain't spoiling her. I don't know what the heck going on, but anyway, I guess we gonna wrap it up here unless you wanted to.
Yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna leave y'all with a little bit of Hebrew music or whatnot. It's a video called I'm an Israelite, don't call me black no more. We don't own the rights to the songs or anything like that, you know what I'm saying? We're just doing it for entertainment purposes. But
Shalom. It was nice being in front of you guys again, just to kick it,
Yep.
Israel. And we appreciate y'all prayers. We praying for our people. Y'all continue to pray for us. The Most High keep us strong and just not to be distracted, to stay focused. I get distracted sometimes, so this is a personal prayer for me. Sometimes I can get a little distracted. I guess I was just raised that way. I have to still kind of calm down with my career aspirations and stuff like that because I guess that's just the type of person I am. I'm trying to like let go of worrying about careers and just, focusing on the Most High and prophecy because I mean, you just never know. You never know how many days we have, and you know, I don't know if I'm just a nerd or whatever, but I just be trying to pursue more education and knowledge, and not just in this world, but I'm just trying to like wean myself off of that and focus and hone in more on the scriptures. So I appreciate the prayers for our family, and we will also be praying for our nation to just stay strong.
All right. Okay, but we want to give shout outs to our new subscribers or whatnot. And we also
Okay, Kevin, I'll make sure he hit you up.
okay, we want to give a shout out to KP. That's what's up. Thanks for watching. We also gonna give a shout out to Benjamin 7 and also Solid 77. Y'all go subscribe to these channels or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? They got good information out there for you and good content and whatnot. You know what I'm
Yep, I
saying?
watched your hair video, Mrs. Ben.
Yeah. Yeah. But with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and get up out of here and let y'all look at the music. All right, so shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom, Most High, Christ bless Israel. Fervent Heat Production. Black No More Challenge. Let's go. I'm a national activist for the master who practices all the laws whose blackness is called the fraud. Actually, I be laughing at pastors hauling the cross. All in all, I'm appalled to how we fall to this cannabis holocaust, damaging all of y'all. Cause out of me taking over our minds, gotta shine now while we is waiting. While we ask God, while we forsaken, we eat the bread of adversity. Others find time down in Satan. Babylon gon' burn, it's gon' blaze with flames. Gon' be here then disappear like David Blaine. Only simple ones stay the same. I'm on the fast track to merge with God, call it changing lanes. I'm an Israelite, don't call me black no more. That ain't fact no more. I am that loco. Christ coming back, that's a fact for sure. The fruit of my spirit, I amphodote, like the Mac logo. I am bitten by the spirit of God. That's why they smitten when they hearing us cry aloud. Sinning is not proud. It's the feeling I got when we healing the crowd. Adrenaline rushing from the discussion. At the same time, spirit be cutting, giving concussions. At the same time, we feeding, giving them loving. At the same time, they be bleeding spiritual cuttings. At the same time, our enemies be fearing us. At the same time, these culture thieves, they mirror us and they killing us at the same time. Truth hurt, but the pain's fine. But at the same time, we work hard for nickels and dimes and can't find a pot to piss in. But at the same time, we laugh and we chuckle through that. In the trouble, you mad. We above you, too bad. About to rise too fast in spite of you. But you can't rise with sin inside of you. That's in the Bible too. How you supposed to change what's inside of you when you got TV? To the left and right of you, I go hard, giving praise to the Father. That's my God. Y'all mad? Go home. Israel, we in here.
I've been hungry all my life. Yeah. Starved to the bone.
I'm an Israelite, that's my heritage. I found out we not black no more, so I'm sharing this information. That word is only a color. The truth been hid from us, now it's finally getting uncovered. I'm on a mission to save my lost sisters and brothers. Christianity tricked us, had us thinking they love us. When the Bible say, ye shall be hated of all men. Repent, don't make the same excuse saying we all sin. We often like to put the blame on our enemy. Until we acknowledge our sins, we won't begin to see that it was you and me, we the reason for slavery. Because we broke God's laws, we were made to be at the bottom, serving these other nations, suffering the curses written on the pages of Deuteronomy chapter 28. Why do we gotta die? Because we forsake our are not hard, we just hard-headed. He gave us repentance, but we won't all get it. To those who have ears, I hope y'all hear it. I pray these afflictions wake my people up. I pray we get saved and get taken up. When the place get blazed, they'll be saying stuff like, look at the strangeness of their salvation. They getting carried away in things we call spaceships. I thought they were in the coat, I thought they were crazy, but maybe they were right. Jesus Christ ain't white, his skin look like burnt brass. I hope you understand next time you get asked, what's your nationality?
I've been hungry all my life.
Nobody else on this planet I would rather be. I said I'm an Israelite, don't call me black no more. That word is only a color.
Most High Christ bless to all those out here in captivity, struggling, just try to hold on.
I've been hungry all my life.
Don't call me black, no more change. Look. Passion, pain, and persistence, the people perish cause they lacking the vision. You pay your tithes every week, don't even pay no attention, your pastor lied. And on the wrong day, just to mention, and you gon' pull your wallet out so you can give a percentage? Whoa, to the rebellious, these false prophets then failed us cause they know not God and got the nerve to be zealous. How the hell is people starving, kids dying of disease? The crypto dollar getting 60 mil to fly overseas, put on your armor. You naked as the backsliding daughter, how you gon' lie to God's children in the face of their father? We got sheep in the streets who just trying to regroup, while these wolves walk around in wool 3-piece suits. See look, I'm an Israelite, don't call me black no more. I ain't a drug dealer, I don't sell threats no more. Don't sag my pants, smoke weed or push packs no more. See fly dead, please don't call me that no more. No for sure, few are chosen but many are called. Call me an Israelite or don't call me at all. I stand tall as a peculiar prophet. People mocking till they burn by them terrorists. Rocky such a peculiar spot, trying to entrap me with insidious plots. Even children getting shot, the whole city is hot. I spit the edify, I don't care if you get jiggy or not. So watch your foot, little nigga, or kick rocks. So my people like Kendrick Lamar, who live as a star, please don't be afraid to express who you are. Keep your sanity, your laws, and don't change for nothing. Cause wide is the gate to destruction. In this world of corruption, they try to say that we nothing, but I know that ain't right. Cause I'm finna black out like the skin on Christ. We gon' be saved by his spirit and not by might. You wanna live, you gotta lose your life. You gotta lose your life. Oh yeah, that's what we like to call